Hi, my name is Depression. My name is Dino. In my freshman year, I discovered that I had depression. I wanted to fix it so bad, but nobody knew it, and I actually have to fix it on my own. You know what? I did it.
There are people around us like Gino who is suffering from mental health that cause depression, anxiety, bipolar disorder, and so on. However, we will only focus on depression. There are many reasons to why lots of people are suffering from depression, such as self-disappointment, disappointment in relationship, family financial problem, overloaded assignments, and new adaptation to society.
Social adaptation is hard for me. My workload is quite a lot, and hardship of my family financial. I'm actually a very bright person, a very funny person. I used to be so creative. But at the moment, I feel like all the problems came to one point, and I don't want to do anything. I stay in my room, keep sleeping, and whenever stay outside with publicity, it's so different for me. I have no happiness. At that time, I really want to overcome it, so I went to the doctors, take some pills for a while. After that, I went to some place with friends. I think it's really helped. Go some sport, went outside the country, see new things. It's really helped. Sometimes it's only in your mind or in your heart. Personally, at that worst time, I don't really care about others. I really need to fix it myself first.
Depression is also treatable. It causes feeling of sadness and a loss of interest in activities once enjoyed. The prevalence study found that depression rate has currently increased continually. WHO predict that depression will be the most common disorder in 2030 by globally. A cross-sectional study conducted in several regions across Asia Pacific for major depressive disorders show a prevalence of 16.5 for China, Malaysia 17.5, Korea 19.4%, 19.9% for Taiwan, and Thailand amounting to 20%. At its worst, depression can lead to suicide. Close to 800,000 people die due to suicide every year. Suicide is the second leading cause of death in 15 to 29 years old, according to WHO first report on September 4, 2012. Of them, 39.1% were in low and middle income countries in WHO Eastern West Pacific region, which includes India, Indonesia, Thailand, and North Korea. 16.3% were in WHO Western Pacific region, which encompass China, Vietnam, and Mongolia, including Japan, where some 30,000 people committed suicide that year. Asia made up about 60% of global cases. 80% of MDD patients with secondary qualification were highly suicidal, while the figure of those with higher education was 32%.
Seeing students suffer from the depression, our team have come up with the solution of called Aunjai space, which means in Thai language is a called warm heart space. So we will aim to reduce the stigma of the depression in the university level. Our ultimate goal is to empower depressed people to express themselves comfortably, and also to help the community understand the depression, and so that together they can help each other to deal with the depression effectively. There are three main types of the service that we provide. The first one is peer-to-peer support, which we very much the people who have experience of depression before with the people that are expressing right now. They have a similar interest, habit, and even the life story. so that they can hang out, go out, or study, or join the extra activity together. The depressing people don't feel that they are lonely or left behind. The second service we will provide the counseling support. We have experts providing the guidance how to the exercise regularly, and also like to do the meditation. And we will also have the extra depression test as well. Lastly, we will have this monthly gathering. We will conduct this food festivals or singing, dancing, or music shows. And at some time we will have this fun party or gathering together. And also we will have this refreshing camp. People can come, have to study, to learn, to share together in order to connect people, to build a closer community, to show the depression together for the university levels as a whole.
Justification of our solution, the Department of Mental Health says that friends and family can help the depressed by, for example, listen to them carefully and intentionally and encourage them. So we aim at providing peer-to-peer support service to the depressed. Secondly, although as what the Department of Mental Health says that there are only few number who come to use the service of psychiatrists, we are determined to encourage them to use the service at our comfortable and friendly Aunjai space. Lastly, the Department of Mental Health also suggests the depressed to laugh more. So, we aim to provide fun activities for the depressed, for them to do the activities together and feel more connected and fun, which will make them feel better.
The total budget for our 2-year program is $40,000. So averagely we will spend $20,000 per year. According to our program, we have one main campaign and 3 events to promote awareness of depression and to reduce stigma among college students. For the campaign, we will spend $1,100 for one campaign, and we will hold campaign 2 times in 2 years program. After campaign, we will make a camp, and also we will hold 2 other events, that is food fair and music show. For every event, we will spend $500 per each. So in total, we will spend $3,000 for all the events in 1 year. For the transportation, we will spend $7,500, all including for the campaign and for all events every year in 2 years program. For general things like water, cleaning, and so on, we will spend $7,040 per year. And we will spend, for the emergency, we will save $200 per year. So in total, we will save $400 for emergency saving for our 2 years program. In total, our targeted budget is $39,980, approximately $40,000.
We will use SMART goals to evaluate our project. First, specific, because we have 3 clear main goals. 1. To empower depressed people to express themselves comfortably. 2. To help community to understand about depression. 3. To provide depression consulting. Second, measurable. We will keep track of numbers of people that use our co-space, depressed tests before and after using our space, and the number of commitment of the participant.
Third, attainable. The first service we have is peer-to-peer support, which is the training for those friends who would like to become the friends of the depressed. Second, the counseling service by the mental health expert, which is the guidance for the depressed to adapt themselves and be improved. Third is the monthly gathering, which is for those depressed to come to join, do activities together, to be connected to other people. Fourth, relevant. This project is relevant to everyone since everyone has been through the depression, no matter it's a small one or a major one. Fifth, time. This project will last 2 years as a prototype, but if it's impactful, so it will be continued to another phase.
The impact we aim to create within Aunjai space is to reduce depression rate within university by 20% and to build a supportive community within university by peer approach, and also to increase the understanding of depression to the surrounding people by 70%.